Hello, my name is Sureni, yeah. And when I meet people, they're like, oh, Sureni, like, it's nice to meet you. And I'm like, no, it's actually like Sureni, and I do that, and I like hate myself a little more each time. Like, I just feel like I'm doing shitty jazz hands in casual conversation. Like I'm a Brown Richard Simmons or something. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, my name's Sureni. Let's burn off that racism, you know? And then when people are like, oh, Sureni, like that's a pretty name, what does that mean? And I'm like, okay, so you know like oranges? And you know like pulp? That's it, it's just pulp, I swear to God. And I'm asking my mom, I'm like, why would you name me Pulp? And she's like, well, it sounded pretty. And I'm like, well, quinoa sounds pretty. But I'm not gonna name my kid that because I care. Guess what my older brother Udena's name means? Morning sunrise. What the fuck happened there? The disrespect. I feel like my mom was pregnant with me and she was talking to my dad and she's like, you know, we put a lot of effort into our first kid's name, let's just take it easy on the second one. Oh, also, did you pick up some orange juice, the one without pulp? And my dad's like, fuck no, I got the one with pulp. And she's like, no, that's perfect, because we didn't want it, but we got it. I feel like all I can do now to salvage the situation is marry someone with the name meaning fiction and have Quentin Tarantino marry us. Yeah. A lot of you guys are probably thinking I'm from India, which is not the case. I'm actually from Sri Lanka. Wow, a whole 2 people, nice. Yeah, for those who don't know, Sri Lanka is this little island located off the coast of India, you know? And I was talking to this white girl about how it's, okay, that was my first problem. Okay, I was talking to this, I was talking to this white girl about how Sri Lanka is near India, and she's like, oh, so it's like the same thing. And I was like, well no, it's like a separate country. And she's like, yeah, but it's not like a real country. And I was like, okay, you're from Canada, right? She's like, no, I'm from America. I'm like, oh, so it's like the same thing, right? She's like, how can you be so close-minded? Just because our countries are near to there doesn't mean our cultures are the same. Oh. And then I made her buy me a sandwich because reparations are important. I always get a BLT, fucking bitches love testing me. Tastes like white goat and Crocs, it's delicious. Yesterday was International Women's Day. We get one whole day. The pay's still the same. Let's talk about periods, right? Nice, guy not making eye contact. Cool. Eye contact, man! International Women's Day! I hate that moment when you wake up in the morning and you can kind of feel this like wet spot, but you don't want to check because when you check it becomes real. It's like Schrodinger's pussy. Like the period is both there and not there if I'm in denial. You know? And I was thinking about like the equivalent for a guy and I figured out it's waking up from a wet dream. Right? But I think the difference is you're like, nice. Like I came without touching my dick. You know? And the thing is like, as we know, blood leaves stains on your underwear, but semen does not, and that's called male privilege, alright guys? I'm just so used to saying white privilege, you know, calling these bitches out. Yeah. I gotta close it out. I work in food service right now, which is pretty garbage, you know. The truth, right? I work as a barista, and I had this guy come up to my counter, right? And he's holding a $1 bill above the tip jar. And he's like, I clogged the toilet, and then drops a bill and walks out. I swear to God, it actually happened. And it's the perfect metaphor for food service. It's dealing with a lot of shit for not enough money, right? You know? I had this regular come up to my counter, and he's like this really tall black guy with like a really long black coat. He kind of like looks like the dude from Blade, you know, but like a knockoff Blade. Like he spends way too much time in his mom's basement. Like instead of killing vampires, he kills bottles of Code Red Mountain Dew, you know. And he comes up to my counter, and I help him out with some Wi-Fi, and he's like, "Hey, thanks, baby girl." He's like, "Hey, you listen to Erykah Badu?" I was like, "Yeah, I know a couple songs. She's cool." He's like, all right. Hey, you watch these conspiracy videos? Then he pulls up a 6-minute conspiracy video about how Erykah Badu's been dead for the past 20 years. There's close-ups of her throat, and it's like, can't you see the cut marks? The whole thing is narrated by this like computerized voice, as if Stephen Hawking started smoking some dank kush. And was like putting things together that made no fucking sense. And at the end, he's like, "Hey, so what you think?" And I was like, "I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's false. But I don't know, maybe these photos have been photoshopped." And he's like, "Fuck, you're good, I didn't think of that." Like he's the worst conspiracy theorist ever. Like the next day he busts in, he's like, "Tupac is alive!" I'm like, what if he's not? He's like, "Fuck!" and just walks out. My name is Sureni, thank you so much.